Hello from Team Yat Dragon. This is Ji Sifu, and today we'll be talking about a special formula, introducing the Team Game Matma. This is the almost like the nature secret or whatever password grid that explains all the Chinese word, almost every, not Chinese but also like English, every kind of words, any kinds of strokes in this world, how we decode them with the magic stuff in our magic lineage. So today I'll be talking about the this grid and the pattern of some letters and explaining the numbers to you guys so you can understand it. Okay, so here we go. Now this is the grid. Okay, we have a square like so. Now split that into 3 parts. Okay, as we have learned before in our previous lecture, we have the Tin Dei Yan. So let's mark that down. Okay, English Tin Dei Yan. Okay, so we see we have a Tin Dei Yan, 3 blocks. Okay, now this center line, marks the center line between the proactive side and the responsive side. Proactive. Oops. Active. Proactive side and the responsive side. Okay? Always action start from here to here. Okay? That is like a timeline. The action start from this side to here and end. Okay? Now, Tin Dei Yan is also like the time. When you go down, okay, action starts here. Okay? Beginning of action. And here is the finish line. Okay? Start. As you can see, our starting point is here, progress, and here it ends. Okay? Now, that is the grid that we're talking about all the time. This can be also separated to 9 parts right here, like so. So you can see this is something to be done on the proactive side. This is something to be done on the responsive side. This is something to be done in the middle, in the transition or between both parties. Now let me try to write a word here with another color, red. Okay, let's try one word, okay? One word. What do you want to write today? Okay, let's write the word of 1. Number 1. Whoops. No ink. Oh, these markers really don't work. Okay, 1. Okay, 1. The 1, letter number 1, in Chinese is written this way. From Dei, okay, to Dei, right here. Now, nothing has been done, as you can see. If something have to be done, it got to start from here and all the way down. There's nothing on top. Only the Dei from the proactive side and the Dei from the responsive side is linked. From the proactive links to the responsive side. So there's one line linking. One connection or root is built. When everything starts with 1. What is 1? Everything starts with 1. Okay? Now, this 1 in Chinese means when the action of wanting to do something, no element is in there yet, but you just have the feeling of you want to take action. Okay, there's an action feeling, a feeling that like, oh, I want to, nothing, you know, like there's a moment of when you feel you want to do stuff. That is 1. When you feel you want to do stuff to something, but you have not set to do what, do how many, what to do, how to do, you have not set yet. Only the moment when you said you want to do something to that, whatever thing, the responsive side of you is 1. For example, if you say you want to eat, okay, you want to eat. So you only know now you want to eat, and like you have your mind of wanting to eat something, but you have not set what to eat, where to eat, how to eat, and such. You only want to eat. You have this action state, intention of emotion, intention that triggers emotion. That is 1. Okay, what is number 2? Let me try to erase this thing. Sometimes it just can't erase. Okay, let me try to erase this number 1 here. Hey, it worked. Cool. Okay, so number 2. What is number 2? Number 2 is like this. First, you have 1 line here. Okay. Now this line is only that short, not so long. The other side, it goes like this. Longer. Okay, that is number 2. What is number 2? Number 2 means, okay, the end result of tin, which is after you have gathered all the elements and stuff, this is the intention of getting into action. Getting into the action. Like you are getting ready to go into action to the responsive side. So you have already set your action, how it should begin to whatever destination. And this is shorter. This is long, you see. Now the shorter one is saying that you have not limited or restricted how many elements to be transferred or be used in this action yet. Okay, this is unlimited or non-restricted. There are still a potential of growth, and you can still have potential of changing whatever element is going to go. Now, but at the same time, this is between the yan and the day line, right? This is like your final targeted result of the action. Like not really the final result as in the final product, but this is like how it's supposed to be finished. So you have set on your side to set to the responsive side of how much to finish at the end. Like saying I want to eat, and your targeted finish line is to be finished eating when you're full. Now you have already set your destinated end result line, right? But then it does not limit how much after you're full and how you feel and stuff. The final result is not set. This is only saying when to stop. Okay, so when to stop the progress. So this is limited, it's restricted. So you have set your target, your like when this action will stop. Okay, when does my action want to end? Now, unlimited elements, unlimited non-restricted elements, limited and restricted target result for stopping your action. So let's say I have not decided how much to eat, but now I want to just eat until I'm full. See, simple as that. Now what is number 3? Number 3, you got to erase again. Oh, ooh. These things are hard to erase. Look at that. Okay. Whew. Okay, so number 3. Number 3 is, now this one a little bit lower, as you can see. Number 3. 3 lines. Okay. Unrestricted, unlimited, undecided how much elements, and also unrestricted and unlimited amount of action. And then, but you have now limited your, like, set a target to set the limit of the final end result, the product. Like, not when to stop, but but stop and achieve what result. Okay, now you have set how much result to achieve. For example, back to my eating example. Okay, so I have not said how much to eat, how to eat, but I have set right now on stage 3. I said that I want to eat until I'm whatever feeling full, and then I will stop eating. But here is the result, which means that I want to stop until my stomach tells me to stop. My stomach feel comfortable. Okay, so that is number 3. As you can see, we have restricted our final product, final result right here. That is different from the non-restricted and unlimited 2 lines above. That is the grid that defines 1, 2, 3 and how it works. Now, I can also define any cultures or language 1, 2, 3, of course, but I don't know a lot of language, so it's hard. But then basically the 1, 2, 3 is very alike. Now, as you can see, 1, 2, 3 is all the lines from this side to here, this side to here. Nothing has taken action. You see, the action is from start to finish. Nothing has taken action yet. Is that cool? Okay, so stage 1, 2, 3 is always like to get ready to first of all, the first thing you want to do is set your action, what to do, what to be done, and then second is to set how much to put into the action, and also to limit your finish line. Number 3 is to have non-restricted, non-limited elements, action, and then a limited final result to come. So this is 1, 2, 3. Now number 4 is very, very hard for a lot of people, because you will not get why and like what the heck happened here. No, this is number 4. Okay. And you're like, woo! Finally, there are some straight lines going from here to here, which means action started. Action start from number 4. See, start to finish, right? In this number 4, you can see right here, okay, at this point, the teen point. Now, from the proactive side, which is like if I'm doing the action, that's my side, okay. The proactive side now execute the action on their end, to take action, to move. Like if I want to go to the kitchen and eat, right? Now number 4 is when I get out of my seat. That is my action. And then I put my element to the other side, okay? Which means I walk to the kitchen. And now bring this into action too. And then this means to nail to a targeted end point. Which means like I go to the kitchen and sit down. Okay, this is the finish line. So I get up, I go to the kitchen and sit down. Now that's my action done. After this is done, this one means my element depart from my side. The elements that I put in will get into a process between me and the kitchen, but on the kitchen's end, okay? On the responsive end. Now this will bring to a process and get a final process, the process to be done, to be like processed it. And after this is done to the targeted requirement, now the final result from me is now transferred or transmitted to the responsive side. So basically I'm done with my action, and the action is done with the responsive side. It sounds kind of confusing right now, but as I do more of these, you will get it. It's basically like the same grid can actually define every single word. And in magic, in our fu and all that secret stuff, you know, the spells, everything is defined by using this grid to mark the energy pattern of these words. And by doing things like lines, loops, whatever, you will be able to get a shell or a pattern like a track for like race track or train track, you know, like a track for the energy to come in and know how to swim around the track, and it forms a result or a energy transmitting effect, which is what magic is about. To get some energies from the other dimension to come in and run in your track that you want it to run. Now, this is one method of how the track can be decoded or studied, and it also applies the same kind of concept applies to sound, light, and all that stuff. As you learn, there's a huge amount of knowledge to decode everything in this world. So basically, every word, every very, 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 very complex word can be decoded too. Okay, just to be, you know, just to show you. Okay, for example, if we want to decode a word that is a little bit more complex than this one, okay, we want to decode like this. This is the word for rain. Okay, this is the word for rain. Yu. Okay. Oh, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yat, yi, sam, say. Okay, again, Yat, yi, sam, say. Number 5, okay, Number 5. Anyway, we'll skip 5 today. This is yu. Yu is rain. Usually we refer to rain. But is this only limited to rain? Of course not. Okay, take a look. What is rain? It's when the proactive side element inherits to the responsive side. So it set the element to go to this side. Now, action has been taken on here, on this proactive side, and transfer its action or the things that it's doing, transfer to transmit this action to the responsive side, bring it to a very final result. And after this, okay, this guy, the responsive side, get into an action, like start moving. And then when they start moving, the medium between the two, okay, from here, elements. Now, because this and this connected, the elements now get transferred all the way down, like really pouring down into this, into the action. And in this, like in this action right now, elements of action, elements of like putting, elements being put into action, now get into, from the proactive side, okay, it gets in and then get a response from the final result. Okay, so this put in and then got a result. Now this side reacts to the result of this and then form an other, and then it will form an other result on its end. Rain, the water that pours down from the sky, it's only one form of rain. There are many things that can be described by using yu, but you know, in the language, usually when you write this word, okay, usually people think about the rain as in raindrops, the water that comes down from the sky. Well, that is true because the elements from the sky, not this sky, okay, from the sky, elements from the sky is going to the responsive side, which is the area below, right? Like our world here. And then action has been taken on the proactive side, which means like the air, cold, and whatever air, the cloud, whatever, it has been taken action. Now, these things get into action and interacts with the temperature below. And then, because of that, okay, the medium between the two, the sky and the lower ground, which is the cloud and stuff, now start to unpack itself. And then elements, which is the moisture and the water inside the cloud, comes down. On the proactive side, which is the sky and the cloud, now it put in an action and then got a result from this side. And now this side, like which is our world right here, got their element and it forms the raindrops that comes down to us. So which is one way of how this word is used to describe raindrops. But at the same time, this is only a pattern of happening. A pattern. Everything can be described with this word, and basically you can combine words below and such to make words that has this pattern, and you can really like use this pattern for other things. In our magic, you can also always see this word combined with other things and also written differently. You can see things like this. Always something like that, okay? Now, this is the Yu word on top, and then there's another word on top and such, so you can really decode everything and know what this word means. Now, this is only a typical example, but a lot of people don't know what these words mean, even they're like in Taoism, because they don't know the grid. Now, if you know the grid, you can decode the whole thing and understand every single mystery, every single mysterious word in magic. Very cool, eh? Okay, so basically that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Stay tuned for next lecture. Bye-bye.